Hey, Cancer, welcome to your general spiritual reading. Yesterday I uploaded your reading, but the sound was all muffled. So, welcome to pre shadow Mercury retrograde. I'm going to be taking an overall look at the rest of April for you. If it resonates, Bratty'sTarot.com is where it's at to book a personal call with me or a personal reading with me. Sorry, I'm a little zoned out. I kind of like just woke up an hour ago. On that note, if it doesn't resonate, make sure that you're checking for your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, and your Jupiter placements. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. We're just going to kind of freestyle it a little bit. The High Priestess, the Two of Pentacles in reverse, the Eight of Cups in reverse, the Page of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Page of Pentacles in the upright, and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Bottom line is the Chariot, which is you. Theme for the reading, Five of Swords. In this deck, it talks about loss, but it can also talk about manipulation. It can also talk about winning at all costs. So let's take a look at the High Priestess for your energy for the rest of April. The Hierophant in reverse, the Two of Swords, and the Eight of Cups in reverse. What's that Hierophant in reverse? Death in reverse. Feels like you're having an intuitive hit about something or someone. You keep revisiting something, but it seems like you're not really talking about it. Like you keep revisiting something in your mind, or you keep revisiting something in your head, etc. But you may be having a hard time deciding what to do about it. So you could be thinking, okay, I really want to return to this old job, or I really want to return to this old relationship, or am I getting enough from the person that I'm with, or am I getting enough from the friendship that I'm in, et cetera, whatever it is. And the debacle here is, does it align Hierophant in reverse, Death in reverse with my morals, my values, the things that I've changed in my life? Am I willing to sacrifice, or am I willing to bend a little to compromise with going back or allowing this thing or this person or whatever back in my life? Am I willing to do that? You have the Two of Wands in reverse and the Page of Wands in reverse. It feels like an undecided thing. So, for instance, right? Maybe, I don't know, maybe you had an old friend and you guys were friends for like 10 years, but you just outgrew this person. And the reason you outgrew them is because, well, you grew, right? And so when we do a lot of growth and we are still trying to hold on to people, places, things that have not grown with us, we are essentially setting ourselves back and kind of setting ourselves up for failure and more lessons that we most likely had already learned. So it may be something of that nature. For others of you, if this is about like a current relationship or a job, you could be wondering if you're getting enough. Okay. So you have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me about that. World. So you have the Two of Pentacles in reverse twice, with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Page of Swords. You may feel like you have too much on your plate, either in regards to your day-to-day routine, in regards to your finances, whatever it is. So you may be trying to kind of figure out how to best manage your money, how to best manage your time, how to best manage your schedule, your time, your relationships, et cetera, that would be conducive to you. So it seems like there's something that you're doing where, so for instance, let's say that you have too much on your plate. Let's say you got kids, you got a house, you got bills, we all got bills, right? But you have been taking I don't know, a boxing class, and you're like, man, I really can't afford this right now, or I really don't have time for this right now. I'm going to need to close this out. And so you're trying to figure out the best way that you can manage your time, manage your schedule. Tell me about that world. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you're just trying to alleviate some time, or you're trying to save some money. It seems something like that. Okay, so it's not bad. Sometimes it's best to simplify our life. So we have the Eight of Cups in reverse again. Tell me about that Eight of Cups in reverse. I don't need all those, just one. All right, it keeps wanting to give me so many cards. So I'm just needing one. Ugh. The Fool, the Magician, the Nine of Cups. That's interesting because it feels like you have a bigger dream here. You have a bigger desire, a bigger dream, and there's this very strong desire to take a leap of faith with it. It's something that you have the ability to manage. It's something that you have the ability to go after. But with that Four of Pentacles and that King of Pentacles, you may be afraid to take a chance. You may be going back to what you're used to, what you know, how things are supposed to be done. This is double Capricorn energy. So what is Capricorn? It's Saturnian. So what is Saturnian energy? Saturn energy. It's responsible, and there's nothing wrong with being responsible, of course, but it's like you are kind of playing it safe. You're playing it safe. You're doing what you know instead of exploring the possibilities, instead of exploring like what's outside of the box. And there's that Five of Swords because of fear. It's like, especially if you have earth placements tend to do this, like what's safe, not all the time. Page of Wands in reverse. Sun in reverse. What are we doubting? There's a lack of exploration in regards to your life, with that Page of Wands in reverse being clarified by the Temperance, but being clarified by the Sun in reverse and the Four of Cups. It seems like there's something that you could venture out on, but because you're playing it safe, you are trying to hold on to the optimism of what you know instead of what territory has yet to be explored. It's like you are walking down a path and then there's a fork at the end of the road, and instead of choosing a path at the end of the road you've already been on, you're trailing backwards to the path that you've already been on and then exploring it thus further. And it's like you already know every flower on that path, every track, you can see your footsteps as you're trailing backwards. It's like you've already been here. And so there's kind of almost this deniability. Is that a word? There's almost this denying of potential, or this putting off of something because you're afraid of a new beginning, even though you're not exploring a truth, or you need to explore a truth that you haven't quite yet. And this is kind of making sense now with your energy. That Eight of Cups is very prominent to me. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse being clarified by the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Some of you are prioritizing love or family matters above other seeds that you did plant when we're talking about, like, I don't know, maybe a dream that you had, or maybe you wanted to be a professional boxer. I don't know. It's like something that is kind of being dug up because you're trading the seed for the cup. It's interesting because when it comes to love, or when it comes to this family thing or whatever it is, or a relationship, or even if the relationship doesn't exist yet, it's like that seems to be where your heart is right now, or where your main focus is. And for some of you, you're maybe feeling like you have to miss out on an opportunity, or you have to sacrifice an opportunity in order to have this relationship, or in order to make your family happy, or in order to seek out a relationship or something like that. And the thing is that you're kind of like, F it, but at the same time, it's like with that Two of Wands, you're trying to figure out between two paths, it feels like. And I mean, Ten of Cups is amazing, so I'm not mad at it. You have the Page of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Four of Wands. Sorry, I know I keep pulling cards, but I had to see it. There's that sacrificial energy. You seem to be putting in a gallant effort towards a relationship, a family matter, a home matter, something that is involved with, like, I'm getting like fourth house, which is your house naturally, Cancerian house. Something that fulfills you on an emotional level is what I'm getting. Something that makes you feel free. You're putting more of an effort towards the things that make you happy and make you feel free and make you feel comfortable and make you feel good. Maybe you're proposing, maybe you're getting proposed to, maybe you are trying to seek out a relationship, putting that effort towards finding a relationship, or you know maybe trying to figure out if you want to buy a house. But it's interesting because whatever this is a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice. You're sacrificing one thing for another, which doesn't always mean that you can't have the other thing, but it's what we prioritize. It's what we put our energy into that's going to grow. Six of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Wands. There's something in regards to a relationship or children, where something is still open-ended or something has to be completed or something like that. You're finished. If there were any grudges between you and somebody, or any loose ends that have not been tied up in some way, I feel like you're doing that now because it's important to you. You have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Why? What are we doing here? I see. So this is wonderful because it seems like once something solidifies for you, this thing that you've been putting so much energy into, it was just like I was saying. So, like I said, in the very beginning of the reading, you were having a problem with balance, right? You're having a problem with balance. Oh, please don't tell me I have this on. Okay, good. Sorry about that, guys. You're having a problem with balancing your, I don't know, your work life, your family life, your hobbies, your kids, whatever it is, right? And so you were kind of making these sacrifices and investing towards what was important to you, which I believe still is. But now you're at this tail end, and maybe this happens after after the new moon in Aries, the solar eclipse. Let me correct that. The solar eclipse in Aries on the 20th, 19th, depending upon where you are, and the Mercury going retrograde on the 21st. So there may be something that's going on with that, where you're revisiting something. It's like completing something and going back to the other thing that you kind of left there, like your second priority. You're being pretty logical about whatever this is, but you solidified the other thing. So it's like you're ready to move on to the next thing while still keeping that other. The sacrifice that isn't really a sacrifice. It's like the prioritization of sacrifices. So we have the Chariot for the bottom line, which is you. So tell me about this. Seven of Wands, beautiful. Chariot, Seven of Wands, the Eight of Swords in reverse, the Magician in reverse, the Star in reverse. Yeah, it's like this last thing, the Two of Cups, the Ten of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Cups, something that is either creative or about love and nature, whether it's romantic love, platonic love, familial love, etc., whatever the case is. it's like you're ready to complete it because you don't want to have to worry about it anymore. It's like those people that's like, okay, I have my career and my career is good to go, but now I would like a relationship. I would like somebody to share my life with. And so you're kind of going through something like that. Now, with these cards, there are some talents, gifts, skills, and abilities, but you have a problem with self-doubt. And that could be why you're prioritizing something else. Like maybe you're very sure about your love style. You're very sure that you can bag somebody. You're very sure you can get engaged or get married or whatever the case is, right? But you're not so sure about your own talents, gifts, skills, and abilities on an individual level. And so you may feel like, okay, well, once I have this in place, then I can focus on this, which is fine. You know, whatever you feel is a priority to you, like, you know, you're maintaining your stance on something though. The bottom line is your major arcana, you are the bottom line. You are the top of the line, you are the middle, and you are the bottom of the line. You will have a victory in whatever this is. I don't want to even say anything negative about this. I feel like I feel like you're doing things the right way. Mm, okay. So at the bottom, you have the great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So with Mars energy, that is about, I'm feeling like that's about the solar eclipse in Aries. Okay. So for some of you, you could be severing something. You could be cutting something out. So you could be putting something on the back burner for now. It's like Mars is about cutting things out sometimes. So it could very much be about that, but it's also about conflict and softening to love. So if there is some loose ends that you have to tie up in regards to love, this could certainly be the moment that you're going to do it. Okay. You also have Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust, multifaceted. And then you have the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. So I feel like this is what you're trying to establish first is this protection, loyalty, trust, etc. in regards to a partnership, in regards to a friendship, in regards to, I don't know, the relationship with yourself, like trying to feel solid within yourself first. I don't know, and that safety is also a Cancerian quality, needing to feel safe. The moon wants to feel safe or wants to nurture, etc. It's also about the fourth house, which is very reminiscent of this card. And so I feel like this is more so about you trying to have that loyalty, safety, trust in regards to something first before you let yourself be seen, right? Because like what happens? Because along we got Cancer, especially if you're Cancer rising, your 12th house is Gemini, and then your 11th house is Taurus, and then your 10th house is Aries. So Aries is, your career, your reputation, how you want to be seen in the world, etc. And there could be some kind of new crazy beginning in regards to that. And if this is about a friendship, you have Mercury going retrograde the day after, which is going to be in your 11th house of like friendships and also your dreams. So maybe you're sacrificing a career for your dream, or a dream for your career. And once that's solidified, then you can go after your dream. What is it? What is it that is making you feel emotionally fulfilled? Because that's what you're prioritizing and the rest is coming after. Okay. So Cancer, was an absolute pleasure to do your reading. If you'd like to have a one-on-one face-to-face Zoom call with me, or if you would like to book a pre-recorded reading, www.brattystarot.com is where it's at to do that. If you would like to see my creative writing, if you are into that, you can either follow me on my Instagram or my Twitter, or you can just look under channeled messages on my website and that information will be available on the screen. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure that you subscribe, like, and if this resonated, I would love to hear from you in the comment section. Have a good one, Cancer, and enjoy your solar eclipse in Aries. Bye.